Hello folks, I'm not going to be getting out in the garage today. It's 32 degrees out there, too cold for me. But I did want to post a video with a little bit of a cost so far of what it's cost me to do this truck out there, and a little bit of a public service announcement, I guess you could say. So I'll bring you along for the ride. I see a lot of videos on YouTube about $59 paint job, $60 paint job, $100 paint job. I'm here to tell you that if they're telling you it's a $100 paint job, that's only for the Rustoleum paint. That means that they haven't done any primer, they haven't done any real body work or anything like that. What I'm seeing is there's no way to do a $50 paint job unless you're just scuffing it with some sandpaper, not worrying about any body work, and just painting the car or truck. That's just the way it is. If you want to do any kind of work, make anything look better than it was before, other than just putting a coat of paint on it, then it's going to cost you a considerably more amount of money than just the cost of the paint itself. Not only that, not do you have the cost of the paint, excuse me, you also have to thin it. You have to, if you're doing it right with Rustoleum, you have to use some hardener. In colder areas, you might want to use, like I did, some Japan dryer. All that stuff costs money. So I'll put in here a cost sheet that I had doing this project, and then I'll bring you right back and talk a little bit about it. So I'll put that right here. Okay, I'm going to look away at the screen a little bit. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do the video or the audio behind the video and all this kind of stuff. Otherwise, I could pull this thing up and have you look at it while I'm talking about it. But in my case, with my truck, I paid $65.99 for the primer surfacer. Then you're supposed to use the specialty reducer. That was another $33.99. And then a quart, or a gallon actually, of body filler, $45.99. Then comes the Rustoleum Regal Red. That was $54.99. A gallon of acetone, $21.99. Hardener was $22.99 from Tractor Supply. The Rustoleum Regal Red and the acetone, I got that from Rural King. And the primer, reducer, and the body filler, I got all that from AutoZone. Then I had to go to Sherwin-Williams in order to get the quart of Japan dryer. Now that stuff does go for a long ways. You only use a cap full at a time. And then of course the sandpaper, sander, or the sanding board and stuff like that. All total, I had about $325.60 in paint and you know, paint, body work, all that stuff. That does not count the tools, the air file, the Harbor Freight surface conditioning tool. That would bring it up to probably close to $500. The surface conditioning tool, when I bought it, was $125. The sanding board, or the air file that I bought, was $25. I believe it was. So that brings it up close to, well, $475, or I'm not sure with the numbers in the head, but and then I also had a lot of DA sandpaper, and of course the DA sander I already had. And that stuff I had in old stock, you know, so I don't really even remember what I paid for it, even where I got it. But just to let you know that in order to do a paint job just on the caliber that I have, it was well over $300. $50 paint job doesn't seem very plausible, especially when you can't even get a gallon of Rustoleum paint for under $50, and that's not counting anything else to go with it. So I got that, and now also I've got more parts that I still need. And this is another part of the public service announcement. I'm the kind of guy I have to pinch every dollar, every cent. So when you know, I pull a penny out of my pocket, old Abe is rubbing his eyes. It's been a long time since I've seen any sunlight. But you know, in order to do this, I have to shop around and get the best price available. Sometimes, guys, if you just go to Walmart online, you can get the parts that you need online there than you can at the place that it's actually shipping from. To give you an example, I got a gas tank for $89.78. That same gas tank was shipped out of Summit Racing, I believe. And if you went to the Summit Racing's website, it was like $95 or something like that. But you could get it for $89.78 at Walmart with free shipping. That's where I got it. The support strap, LMC wanted $57.95. Oh, and the gas tank, LMC wanted $94.95 for that same tank. I got the support strap for $54.99. LMC wanted $57.99. The fuel sending unit, they wanted $74.95 for the sending unit, and then another $44.95 for the pump. Through Walmart, I got the pump and sending unit assembly for $78.94. So I between the total of everything, I saved about $50. It was $302.70 if I would have gotten everything through LMC. It was $253.02 with shipping through Walmart. So check Walmart. I mean, I also have a little Walmart card. It doesn't have much room on it. It's just something I use for stuff like this, but you actually get points and it pays you back a little bit even. So that isn't figured into the amount there. I need to get window channel kit, window seal kit, and rear window rubber, and locks, door locks, before I can consider the truck sealed off good enough to where it can be parked outside. And then there's going to be a whole host of interior parts, carpet, sill plates, things like this. The carpet, if I go through LMC truck, $184.95. If I just go and buy some regular carpet and mold it myself and put it in, might not have the heel pad, but I plan on putting mats in it anyway, so I can get that for $30 or something. We'll see what I come up with on that. The reupholstery kit for the seat is $214.95. I think I've seen some online where I can actually get it for $180 something. I'm going to have to look a little closer on that. I do need an ignition switch, but I may just go ahead and just put a seat cover on the seat. It's not that bad. It's pretty bad, but not that bad. For now, I might just get a seat cover just to make it look halfway decent for the time being. Then I'm going to need some exterior items like, well, I got the door locks written down there, exterior items. Then there's cosmetic stuff that I need. I need fender emblems. I know a lot of guys just weld up those holes where the fender emblems were, but I want the fender emblems, and unfortunately mine got stolen while it was parked down in Florida. And I need a new front bumper. I'm going to probably try to see if I can find one here locally used and go with that instead. So with all that, right now, the way it's all written out, the grand total for just the parts is $1,183.20. I don't have my savings calculated into all that yet. That was just the parts from LMC Truck, and I'm sure it'll be well under $1,000 once I do the total and get the truck finished, and I'll report back on that as well. So that's where I stand on the costs so far, cost breakdown of this truck project. Now there's another PSA, public service announcement, that I'd like to make. I don't know if you noticed it when I opened the video, but I've got a big band-aid here on my hand. Just to let you fellas know, and ladies, try not to be like me and not be able to use gloves. It's a bad habit that I've gotten, that I started way back when I first started as a teenager working on cars and stuff. I just can't hardly work with gloves on. Try to get used to it, guys. This on my hand, and I've had one on my neck. You may have seen it, a scar on my neck when working on the truck out there. It comes from skin cancer. They had to cut about that big on my hand. I've got these stitches on my hand that look like a caterpillar. Same thing happened over here, is squamous cell and basal cell carcinomas. I haven't had any melanomas, thank God, but just be careful. Wear gloves, wear protective things to keep those bright lights from the welder off your skin. And I'm sure there's other things that I've had my hands in that can cause the same thing. But you just want to make sure that you take care of yourself, and so that you don't have this problem later on in life. It's just one of those things, I guess. Working with cars, you do deal with things that can cause cancer. I remember back in the early days of welding, when I was working over in Germany in the auto hobby shop, I'd come home and I would have actually sunburn on my arms because I'd be wearing a short sleeve shirt, and I didn't wear the leathers. They were there. I just didn't wear them because it was too darn hot. But, you know, I've had to have several AKs burnt off my hands and my arms and neck, face. I had a whole thing done on my face a while back, burning off some AKs. It's just actinic keratosis is what an AK is. It's another form of skin cancer. But and that's probably the reason, because I'm fair-skinned, and I've always been one to kind of stay out of the sun if I could help it. But that welder is just as bright as the sun, and it'll burn you. It sure will. But anyway, with that, I'm going to close this off, and I hope some of this information was helpful for you. Don't go to one place if you're budget-minded. Now, if you don't have a problem with budget, then buy the stuff wherever you like to buy. But if you're budget-minded like I am, don't just go to one place and think that's the best place to get it. Just because they have it doesn't mean they have the best price. Shop around. And I'll do a little bit of outro, and we'll call this one done. Okay, well, I'm going to call this one done for today. I'm going to go inside and warm up. It's 32 degrees out here in the man cave, and I'm out of kerosene. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a short video and make a little bit of a public service announcement and tell you a little bit about that with the costs and how much it's cost so far and how much I still got to go. And I also wanted to thank everybody who has subscribed. I am now over 1,000 subscribers, and the report that I saw the other day says that I've already earned 28 cents. I'll take what I can get. But anyway, I appreciate you guys following along with the project and other videos that I've posted that weren't automotive related, and coming along for the ride. If you would, please like and subscribe. And if you want to get updates on when new videos come out, hit that little bell thing there somewhere towards the bottom, I think, down here. Down there, I'm not sure. Anyway, click on that and it'll give you an update or an alert when a new video comes out. Again, thanks for coming along for the ride.